Sharpen your wit. Polish your smile. Set the limit. And win the pile on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much. I thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Card Shark. Thank you. Dean Wood, I thank you. Got an announcement to make a little bit later in the show. We'll get to that, but right now I want to say, let's open the board and get to those cards. Go ahead. Janice Lois will load them in. Here come our card cards. Mary Laidlaw, champion. Hi, Mary. Vision and Green. I'm fine. What can you remind us about you?
I'm Mary Laidlaw from Miami, Florida. I'm going to be getting married to a wonderful guy here in L.A., and L.A. will be my home. It's great to be here.
That's nice. Got a little money to help with the wedding. $1,000 for our champion, Mary Laidlaw. And the challenger, Kamal Bailo.
Hi, Jim. How
Good
are
to
you?
see you again. I'm fine. Again, a little reminder about you.
Yes, I'm Kamal. My name is Kamal Bayolo. I originally come from the Middle East, from Beirut, Lebanon. I've lived in this country for almost 15 years. I'm a political scientist by profession. I teach at UC Berkeley Government and Political Science.
Happy to have you back as well. You both got the cards at the beginning of the match,
Sure did.
Let's pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. As we left off, Kamal, the challenger, won game number 1. We're in the middle of game 2. Mary has yet to uncover a card. Kamal has moved over now, frozen with an 8. Right up the middle, needs 3 cards for the championship. We pick up with question 2 to Kamal.
Okay.
Kamal, we asked 100 marriage counselors, is love the most important ingredient in a happy marriage? How many marriage counselors said yes, love is the most important ingredient in a happy marriage?
I would think very much that most marriage counselors would say love is. Of course, money is also important in a happy marriage, but I would say very much that in a good marriage, you really have to have deep love to the person you're married to. I would say it's a high number. I would say it's in the neighborhood of about, 65.
65 out of 100 said love is the most important ingredient in a happy marriage. Higher or lower?
I think love is. I think it's a little bit higher than that, though.
Even higher than that. If it's higher, you'll play your cards, Mary. If not, it'll be Kamal with his. Hit the answer on the head, the $500 bonus. And the actual number of marriage counselors who said love is the most important ingredient in a happy marriage is 50. Not higher. It's lower. Come on.
Okay.
Only half of them did. That's a surprise. Yes, wonder what the rest of the ingredients are. Winning the question, Kamal can change the base card to 5.
Okay, higher. Let's go
Higher than a 5.
Check it, lower.
Lower than the jack. No, it is not lower. Back to that position goes Kamal. Mary gets a free chance at a 7.
Change that card.
No, Mary, you asked me that before. Can't do it. You didn't win the question.
Higher. Let's go higher.
We're trying,
It's
though.
gonna be
Higher, she says. An 8.
Okay, let's go lower.
Lower than the ace, a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen, a jack.
Lower.
Is she going to get a $500 run and tie up the match?
Gotta be lower.
No. Look at all those big cards, and back to the base card goes Mary. Janice will fill in the spaces. Mary, don't pout. Mary, we asked 100 women who are professional wrestlers. During a romantic moment, has a man ever said to you, please stop, you're hurting me? How many women wrestlers said that during a romantic moment, a man has said, stop, you're hurting me?
I think men are much stronger, and I don't think that number would be very high, even a woman wrestler. I would say 8.
8 out of 100 women wrestlers said that's happened to them. Come on.
Well, I think I generally disagree with Mary on it. I think it's going to be a little bit higher than that, mainly because most women wrestlers actually are going to go out with really heavy, strong men as well, wrestlers perhaps. So, or wrestler 5. So I would say a little bit higher. So it's not going to really hurt them that much.
But you think more than 8?
I'd say more than 8. Yes, it'd be higher.
The actual number of women wrestlers who said that during a romantic moment a man has said, stop, you're hurting me, is 2. That's all. Not higher. Just 2. Mary, you look at it as 7.
You can change
Now
it.
you can change it. Yes. Winning the question, a queen.
Lower.
Lower the queen. A 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. A 7.
3.
Want to freeze it. And as we move over that freeze bar, Mary needs 2 cards. Kamal needs 3. Sudden death, someone has to win the game on this play of the card. Okay. Kamal, we asked 100 people across the country. If a policeman thinks a person looks suspicious, should he be able to stop him and search him on the spot? How many people think a policeman should be able to stop and search any suspicious person?
I tell you, Jim, this is really going to be a high number. Most policemen actually arrest somebody on probable cause. It's sort of a technical term they use when they arrest somebody. I would say that's a high number. I would say
How many
almost...
say they should be able to stop and search?
I would say about 82.
82 out of 100 people think a policeman should have that right.
Just because someone looks suspicious does not give you the right to search them. That's going to be lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
This will decide control and sudden death. A lot of agreement with lower from the audience. The actual number of people who think a policeman should be able to stop and search any suspicious person is 53. It's lower. Mary has it. But more than half felt that they should have that right. Mary, you've got control and sudden death where you need 2 cards. Kamal needs 3. Do you want to play or pass?
Pass.
You're going to pass it. Kamal, you must play the 5. Get all 3 of them. You are the champion. 1 mistake, and we've got a tie.
Okay. I will go higher.
Higher, he says. No, 4 is not. We have a tie. And Kamal ties it up in sudden death. We'll be back to the tiebreaker right after this commercial break.
Jennifer, what's this? You said get vanilla wafers, Mommy.
I said Miller wafers from Nabisco, honey.
Oh, tastes good, Mommy.
Miller does taste good, because only good things go into Miller, like eggs and real butter. So Miller's the wafer that goes into my recipes and my Jennifer. Only good things go into Miller wafers. Nabisco makes them. So the good things always come through Nabisco.
South Florida spirit. There is a lot of energy here in Broward. You can see and feel it all over our growing community. And here at Port Everglades, from the cruises we take to importing the goods we need, our port is serving a growing South Florida. At News Center 7, we're growing too, with a Broward News Bureau staffed with reporters covering the stories that affect you. The South Florida spirit on News Center 7. Catch it.
We have a tie. Each player with 1 game. Tiebreaker, 3 cards, and 3 questions. And we'll start the tiebreaker as we left off with a question to Mary. Mary, we asked 100 married men, is there one old girlfriend from your past whose name is guaranteed to start an argument whenever you mention it to your wife? How many men said... Gene Wood started to laugh. My goodness. How many men said there is an old girlfriend whose name is guaranteed to start an argument whenever it's mentioned?
Old flames tend to bring up arguments, and I think that about 76.
76 out of 100 said, yeah, there's an old girlfriend like that. Come on.
I would say sometimes I bring back names of girls I went out with, and my wife doesn't say really much about it. From my own experience, I would say it's a little bit lower.
A little lower than that.
Yeah.
And again, the audience agrees. The actual number of married men who said there is an old girlfriend whose name is guaranteed to start an argument is 43. Come on, is right. It is lower. He gets that all-important first crack of the cards in the tiebreaker. With an 8.
Change that card.
Can't say as I blame you with a middle card. A 5 is better.
I'm going to go against a higher.
He says. That's 7. Now, near the middle, what are you going to do?
I'm going to go higher.
He's going to go for it, and the championship is his if it's higher. And it is. Wow, wins it in the tiebreaker. Mary, we have to say goodbye, but $1,100 in cash. Good luck with the wedding. Thank you. Harry Laidlaw. And Kamal Bailow. I think you were leaving there with Mary, Kamal. That was nice. You were waving and just falling over as we went there. Did you cut the money cards?
Yes, I did.
All right, those cards that Kamal cut are waiting for him. Let's get over and play them right now. Let's wish him well. Come on, Kamal. Here we go. Kamal, you are a showman. That's nice. And we're going to give you $200 of new money. We'll give you 3 cards on the bottom line. As soon as we get 3 cards out there, it's your decision how you bet them. When you move up to the second level, we'll add another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Your minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, where you must risk at least half. Now here you're on your own. We want to give you every opportunity. So if you get a double, you don't lose, we'll carry it over. Good luck, Kamal.
Thank you.
Here's $200. And you can change the base card on each level. Thank you, Lois. Kamal starts off with a 6.
Change that card.
Only change it once. You must play this one. A 3 is a good change.
$200, $150 higher.
$150 that this is higher than a 3. And it is with a 9 for
Okay.
$350.
I would say $150 lower.
Big bet on a near middle card. I hope you're right, Kamal. My fingers are crossed. $150 lower. He's right.
All right.
504.
I want to go $400 higher.
He likes that four. $400 higher and right again. Cards were not too good. You got $900 out of them. Another $200. Will you move it up?
Change that card, please.
With $1,100, he can change that middle 8 to a jack.
Okay,
A little better.
all right. I want to bet $400 lower.
$400 lower than a jack.
Yes.
With a 3 at $1,500.
I want to bet $1,000 higher.
$1,000 higher than a 3, and a king comes up at $2,500. 2 to go.
I want to bet $2,000 lower.
$2,000 lower than a king. Yes! $4,500. We move up this 7 for the big bet.
Change that card.
Oh, you've got great betting money. Let's see a good card for the big bet. A 6 is a little
All
bit.
right.
Got to bet at least $2,250, Kamal. You've got
I'll
$4,500.
go half of it. I'll go half of it higher.
All right, going with the odds. Half of it higher than a 6. Come on. Be there. $6,750. That's nice. That's nice. Good job. And with the 200 in the game, our political science teacher is $6,950. We'll be back with Kamal and a new challenger right after this.
It's awful. It's disgusting.
Would you clean a greasy stovetop with a window cleaner?
Absolutely not.
How do you use your window cleaner?
I've never used a window cleaner on anything but windows.
Try Glass Plus.
Oh, comes right off. No streaking. There's a sign. It's beautiful.
Glass Plus cleans more than glass because it has more cleaners than just ammonia.
So I'm going to use this on my stove. I'm going to use this on my refrigerator,
Glass Plus cleans glass, plus a whole lot more.
my windows, my blender, my toaster.
Start your day the only way with WSBN. Take the time, watch us shine with WSBN. Discover the difference, the change with even mind. We're better than ever. Our spirits what you'll find. WSBN in South Florida. South Florida 7. WSBN.
There are some days when you'd swear that everybody in the world had come to the beach in Florida. Fact is, if you put all those bodies that come to Florida every year side by side, there'd be over 36 million tourists from all over the world in a row that would stretch more than halfway around the world. And all those tourists spend nearly $20 billion a year here, which puts over 500,000 Floridians on a payroll, and means over $800 million a year in taxes that you don't have to pay because they do. Make it good for tourist Florida. They make it very good for you.
Back with our champion, Kamal Bailoff. Thank you. You were very kind. I mentioned earlier I have an announcement to make, and it's not an announcement I'm happy to make, but it's, I guess, one of the inevitabilities of television. This is the beginning of our last week on NBC with Card Sharks. We are going off the air on Friday. Yeah. Well, it's been 3.5 years thanks to your kindness, and I mentioned it now at the beginning of the week only because I promised you stick with us for the week, and we're going to continue to give you the best possible shows that we can all the way to the bitter end, okay? It's the last week. We'll make it a good one. So let's deal out 2 brand new decks of cards. I need a new challenger on Card Sharks. Laurie Mummert. Hello, Laurie. Nice to have you here. And what would you tell us about you?
I'm Laurie Mummert. I'm from Huntington Beach. And in my spare time, I love to water ski and scuba dive. Right now, I'm a part-time student working towards my nursing degree, and someday I hope to be a pediatrician.
Well, that's good. How many years is it going to take you now to become a pediatrician?
About 5 or 6 more.
Oh, a lot of work. Nice to have you here with us. You cut your cards?
I sure did.
Good luck. Here we go.
Thank
Best 2 out of 3 starts with a question to Kamal. Kamal, we surveyed 100 unmarried senior citizen women who have a steady boyfriend. And we asked them, who would you rather be stranded on a desert island with, your boyfriend or Henry Fonda? How many senior women would rather be stranded with Henry Fonda?
Well, I think older ladies at that age will probably have had all the fun, probably, they really wear out the gas. So I would say...
It may be the last week, but would you send the mail to Kamal, please, President?
I would say they will probably prefer somebody that they can really stay with for the rest of their life instead of just having to rely on somebody that's only a fantasy. So I would say that would be... They would prefer to stay with their boyfriend.
How many would rather stay with Henry?
Well, I would say that would be a low number, and I would say it's in the neighborhood of about, maybe 35.
35 out of 100 would rather be stranded with Henry
That's
Fonda.
going to be higher. Henry Fonda is a lot older than me, and I wouldn't mind being
So you say
stranded
higher.
with him, so I'll say higher.
The key to the question, of course, of senior women is, are they looking for something new, some excitement, or not? Let's find out. 35 and higher. The actual number of senior women who would rather be stranded on a desert island with Henry Fonda is 10. That's all. It's lower. They want the boyfriend they've got. Kamal starts off the match with an 8.
Change that card, Jim, please.
8 to a 6. A little better.
Well, I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 6. No, a 4 is not higher. Laurie with the first break in the match and a queen. Laurie the queen. Oh. Couldn't take advantage of it. Janice will fill in the spaces. And the question to you, Laurie. Laurie, we asked 100 medical doctors. Does smoking marijuana usually lead a person to take hard drugs? How many doctors think smoking marijuana does lead a person to take hard drugs?
Oh, well, doctors are pretty into the scientific part of it, so I'm going to say that's going to be a pretty high number, probably about 75.
75 out of 100 said yes, it does.
I think... Actually, I disagree with this number a little bit because doctors right now realize that really marijuana right now is not sort of something you get hooked on for the rest of your life. I would say it would probably be lower than that.
Lower than that.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways from doctors, so let's find out with the 100 doctors that we surveyed. The actual number of doctors who think smoking marijuana leads the person to take hard drugs is 60. It is lower. Kamal has it. But it is 6 out of every 10 who felt that way.
Again, down.
Kamal now can change the 6 to a
All
king.
right. Lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 2. Higher than a 2. A king. Lower than a king. A 7. Now he's going to go for it. He has the game of a $500 run. If it's higher, he does. Kamal has another $500 run. So, game 1 to the champion. Really breaks my heart to give away NBC's money on the last week. Way to go, Kamal. Here comes 2 brand new decks of cards. Let's give away some more. Kamal, a former prime minister of India. Oh, listen to this. A former prime minister of India used to spend the night in bed with nude women without touching them just to prove he had the willpower to resist. So we asked what? You know what we asked, didn't you? Yes. So we asked 100 bachelors. Would you have the willpower to do that? How many bachelors, besides this raunchy crowd out here, how many bachelors claim that they could spend the entire night in bed with a nude woman and not even touch her?
That's going to be a real low number. As a man, of course, I can't resist it. It's really hard for me to resist it. As a bachelor, it's going to be worse since I'm even married. So I would say it will be a low number. I'd say about maybe, 15.
15 out of 100 could spend the entire night and not touch her.
It depends on what the woman looks like in the first place, but I'm still going to say it's going to be a little bit higher.
A little higher.
Yeah.
Listen, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I mean, the question is, no way would I touch that question with a 10-foot pole. That's 15 and higher is what it is. The actual number of bachelors who said they would have the willpower to spend the night in bed with a nude woman without touching her is 23. You're right, Laurie. It is higher. All right. See that? Laurie. They're even booing the answer on that. They didn't like it at all. Laurie starts off with a 10.
Oh, change that card.
And the 10 becomes a 6.
Oh, well, let's go higher.
Higher than a 6. An 8. All right. Lower than the 8. A jack. Risking it lower. A 7. Same spot Kamal was in. And you're not going to try to duplicate Kamal's feat. We'll be right back for this game right after this.
At last, a household spray that takes care of visible fleas and invisible eggs. It's new Strike Flea Ender Spray. Watch how it works. A leading spray, Raid Flea Killer here. New Strike here. Each kills fleas on contact. Weeks later, while hatched flea eggs reinfested the raid house, Strike stopped fleas from developing here. Strike back at visible fleas and invisible eggs with incredible New Strike.
South Florida spirit. It takes months of hard work planting and caring for these fields. The crops that grow here in South Florida are important to the farmers and to the people who will buy them. As we depend on these fields for food, the growers depend on the weather for their livelihood. At News Center 7, we know the weather is important to everyone for many reasons. That's why we keep a close watch on the weather for you. The South Florida Spirits on News Center 7. Catch it.
Here, have a peanut. Hi, I'm Dan Tashadi with Barney the orangutan. You too can be a monkey's uncle or aunt.
WSBN, South Florida 7, and the Miami Herald invite you to adopt your favorite animal at Metro Zoo. Your adoption will help pay for the care and feeding of your special animal. Look for the adoption application in the Miami Herald and send it to the Zoological Society of Florida. Co-presented by the Miami Herald and WSBN, South Florida 7.
Remember the last time you and your friends got together? You were so happy to be a part of such a fun, crazy group. You and your friends share a lot, but some things friends should never share, no matter how close you are. Don't ever let a friend talk you into shoplifting. Take the time to be a real friend instead, and say no.
I must tell you that Gene Wood just took his own poll with our studio audience about the nudity, and I think we've come to the conclusion, if this audience has any criteria, that those 23 were all in a monastery someplace, right? Laurie needs one card to tie up the match, and we'll pick up with a question to Laurie. Laurie, we polled 100 people who are seriously opposed to nuclear energy, and we asked them, if your rich uncle died and left you a nuclear power plant that made millions of dollars a year, would you keep it running? How many people opposed to nuclear energy said for $1 million a year, they would keep the nuclear power plant running?
Well, they can scream and holler all they want about their opposition, but money talks. So I'm going to say it's going to be pretty big, probably about 62.
62 out of 100 would keep it running. Come on. How many people who are opposed to nuclear energy said for $1 million a year, they would keep the power plant running? They would keep it running and pocket the money.
Opposed.
Yes, they are admittedly opposed. He said 62 out of 100
I would say lower then.
The actual number of people opposed to nuclear energy who said for $1 million a year they would keep the nuclear power plant running is 57. It's a little bit lower. 57. So Kamal, with some catching up to do in this game, has a queen.
Okay, let's go lower.
Lower than a queen, a 9.
I want to go against the odds. I want to go higher.
Ooh, he's going to risk it against the odds higher. He's right. Lower than the 8, the jack. Is he going to run him again for the championship of the $500 run? Yes. Kamal does it again, adding another $500 run in the process. Wow, Laurie, you say goodbye? We didn't even say it. Good chance to say bye, Laurie. It's a nice party this for you, Laurie. Bye, Laurie. Goodbye. No, come on, why don't you come down here with me? Boy, are we in a hurry to give the money away this week. Come on down here. You got the money card?
Yes, I have.
Everything is turning. Let's get over and do it. Come on, Kamal. I know we want to give away a lot of money this week, but let's not go knocking off the contestants as we go. Everybody went slowly sinking into the east there. Now, talking about giving away money, $200 on each level, $28,800 can be yours right now if you can go double up to the top. It's been done. What a way to finish it up. We'd love to see it happen this week. Good luck. Here's $200.
Okay.
And let's see, we can start them off with a goodie then. Thank you, Lois. 200, come on, with a 7.
Change that card, Jim, please.
See if we can improve it. You'll start with a 4. Well, that's better.
Okay. I want to go $100 higher.
Half of it $100 higher than a 4. And he's right with a check.
All right. I want to go $200 lower.
You like that jack, and you know how they scare me, so I hope you're right. $200 lower. Yes!
All right.
$500.
All right. I want to go $200 higher.
$200 higher than a 6, and right again with a big king. 700, we move up the king and give you the other 200. You're already at 900.
I want to go
$600 lower than a king. Yes, and a 2.
All of it higher.
$3,000 if this is higher, and it is. 2 to go near the middle with a 9.
I want to go $200 lower.
$200 lower than a 9.
No.
Oh, but a great trade. $200 for an ace with $2,800.
All of it lower.
Let's double $2,800 lower. Yes! $5,600. All right. Kamal, good. What a good day for Kamal Balo and a good day for us. $13,750 for Kamal today. We'll be back right after this.
When I heard that unearthly buzzing, I knew those insect creatures were back in force. And this time, I gave it my best shot. Hot Shot. Hot Shot killed those mosquitoes, flies, and other unidentified flying insects fast and easy. My house is calm now. Yours can be too. Just give it your best shot. Hot Shot.
We at WSBN South Florida 7 would like to invite you to the annual Crime Stoppers Governor's Ball, Saturday night, June 25th at the Diplomat Hotel, with Governor Bob Graham and Broward Congressman Clay Shaw and Larry Smith as honored guests. You'll enjoy the sumptuous banquet and an evening of dancing to the music of Peter Graves and his orchestra. Black tie attire is optional. You will be supporting the nation's #1 Crime Stopper program. For tickets, call 522-9004 in Fort Lauderdale.
Kamal Balo meets the new challenger tomorrow on Card Shark. Bye for now.
One of our folders will receive Whirlpool's microwave oven with micro-computer touch control. Set all cooking programs, times, and power with your fingertips. Furnished by Whirlpool Corporation. And some of our contestants will receive Toys R Us, one of the biggest toy stores. Presented with a gift certificate to be used today. Toys R Us stores throughout the country. Wilkinson's Sword self-sharpening knife. Every time it's removed from its storage case, it receives a professional sharpening for a sharp knife every time. Ecologizes CA90 air treatment systems remove tobacco smoke, odors, pollen, and dust. Keeps the air you breathe fresher and cleaner. A tray and want a break from the usual? Try one of Lipton flavored tea's great flavors for a delicious change of taste from your regular tea. A cheese board with Cleaver and Gino's party special pizza with a crisp and tasty crust you can trust. Plus the flavor shaker Gino's in your grocer's freezer. Razzle the rate for the word game. Fast-moving fun for anyone who enjoys one-on-one competition. New from Parker Brothers. Gene Wood speaking for Card Shark from Mark Goodson, Bill Codman Productions.
Now you can have any of these TVs, stereos, video cassette recorders, or any major appliance delivered to your home tonight with no deposit and low weekly or monthly rates. Just call Color Time TV Rental now. With Color Time's rent-to-own plan, there's no credit check, no long-term obligation, and all services included in your rent. Now you can rent to own without all the hassles of buying. You don't even have to leave your living room. Just pick up the telephone and call Color Time TV now. In Broward, call 7